Hello and welcome to What the Hey, where I'm your regular host of What the Hey, and today on What the Hey, I'm once again answering yet another question. When I go to my notebook of knowledge, I see the question of, who the hey was Ada Lovelace? Now this question was asked by Jack Hostler, so hello to you and thank you very much for the question. Now before I go into what made their life famous, I'm going to talk about the small life details like birth, name, all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, the full name of Ada Lovelace was actually Augusta Ada Byron, which I'll kind of go into why there's kind of like a name change kind of thing, but her full name was Augusta Ada Byron. She was born on December 10th of 1815, and she was born in London, England, so there's some time and location for you. Ada Lovelace passed away on November 27th of 1852 at the age of 36, and I was kind of confused because I was like, dying at the age of 36 is pretty crazy, that's really young. But the reason why she did die was because of uterine cancer, so there was an actual legitimate reason as to why she passed away so young. The official names of her parents were Lord Byron and Lady Byron, but I'll go into what their actual not fancy names were. So Ada Lovelace's father's name was actually George Gordon Byron. Kind of sounded like Gordon Ramsay, but not the same thing. That doesn't even make sense. Either way, George Gordon Byron. There we go. And Ada Lovelace's mother's name was Anne Isabel Noel Byron. So kind of long, but a really pretty name. During her younger years, Augusta dealt with a lot of illness, specifically being paralyzed, and she had to use some crutches and stuff to get better with walking, but that was kind of scary. During her life, Augusta took a really big liking to learning how to fly and stuff, trying to get people to fly, and she actually wrote a book called Flyology, which I love the title of that. That's super awesome. Augusta did get married to a dude called William King Noel, which I think is a fancy name, and they had 3 children, but that's why she's also called Ada Lovelace, because of titles and fancy royalty stuff. Before we go into what made her really famous, this kind of alludes to it. Augusta was really smart. That's one of the things a lot of people talk about when, talking about her. She liked to write papers on certain topics that people had covered. She loved to study math and science, so the complete opposite of me. So the main thing that she's known for, and I still can't wrap my head around it, is that she was initially the first computer programmer ever. There was someone around her time that was kind of discussing topics similar to that, but she got way more into it and developed more concepts. Not necessarily computers that we know today, but essentially the idea of what programming computers is, which once again, I can't wrap my head around it. It's crazy. She's super smart. Me, not so much. In terms of my general thoughts, super smart woman. If I saw her today, if I met her on the street and she was talking about computer programming and flying stuff, I would probably not comprehend what she was saying because she was super smart. She also had struggles with illness and stuff, and then she also learned how to play instruments, so very well-rounded with stuff. But that's essentially the answer to the question, so if you have any questions, let me know and I'll get to answering them as soon as I can, so thank you very much for watching. Bye.